Keeping an eye on things as I like to do, I notice a story kind of piggybacking on a story that I did previously. Bangladesh eyes Chinese J-10C fighters in bold move to reshape South Asia's air-power balance. According to reports in the country's local press, the Bangladesh Air Force is actively pursuing procurement of 16 J-10C fighters, a fleet that is expected to replace its aging legacy aircraft, including its long-serving Chinese-built F-7 interceptors. This story piggybacks off of a story that I did just a few days ago about India being alarmed by Bangladesh's interest in JF-17 fighters amid growing strategic realignment with China and Pakistan. India views the potential deal not merely as a defense procurement, but as a geostrategic shift that threatens to redraw the security architecture of South Asia. So Bangladesh is clearly out shopping for new and updated aircraft. The JF-17, multi-role aircraft, very capable. The Pakistanis and the Chinese joint project, very capable. And it has all kinds of modernizations. It's considered a 4.5 generation fighter. This is just a picture of it. This is just a picture of it. A very capable aircraft. A very capable aircraft. But this article, which of course I'll make sure is in the description, goes into the ambition of the Bangladeshis apparently to really modernize their air force. Modernize their air force and their ground forces. And they are definitely a client of China. And I can see why this would be of concern to India. I can see why this would be a concern to India. There's a lot of countries out there who say that they are surrounded. India is definitely one of them. Just look on a map, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and China. I would feel very surrounded too. So seeing a story like this of J-10s now being in the interest of Bangladesh as well as the JF-17s, that's a very capable fighting force. That's a very capable fighting force. And India, who just procured, I believe it was 30 some Rafales from France for their Navy, they chose that over the F-18. I would too. Assuming that they're able to get all the radars, sensors, and weapon systems, like the Meteor, which in a previous story I covered, is something being denied to other nations who have the Rafale. They're simply not allowed to have it. So, I understand India isn't Egypt, but David is no good with a sling that has no rocks. See what I'm saying? So if you're India, this is something you definitely want to keep an eye on. And if you're Bangladesh, the modernization of your Air Force is something you definitely want to move forward with. You cannot survive with a third or even a 3.5 or Generation 4 fighter. You've got to be 4.5 or up, such as the Korean KF-21. That is probably the best fourth and a half generation fighter there is today. That is definitely rated to carry the Meteor long-range air-to-air missile. I don't think that's going to be something that Bangladesh may get their hands on, nor Pakistan. But the United Arab Emirates is. They're displacing Indonesia as the primary investor in that. That's something that I felt India should have kind of taken advantage of, because the prototype of their fifth-generation fighter is scheduled for 2028, and that's just scheduled. Delays happen. So moving on with something like that, buying into the procurement process and the investment process of the KF-21 would have been something that would counter something like this, where you got them wanting to move into the J-10 or the JF-17. That's something you'd be able to counter immediately. as the KF-21 goes into production right away. It expected to have the first 20 units fully delivered by the end of the year, and full production next year. It's a good-looking aircraft, and it certainly is a capable aircraft. They've proven its capabilities in all the trials. That's why it's going to be hot. This is going to be one of the hottest non-U.S., China, Russian aircraft on the market. And India might want to reconsider, because Bangladesh is definitely reconsidering. JF-17s, J-10s, these are very capable airframes. Very capable airframes. More than a match for anything in the air right now. More than a match. So as you can see, the weapons build up on the subcontinent. It isn't stopping. It isn't slowing down. It's only increasing. Bangladesh is wanting to get into the 4.5 and the 5th generation fighter game. Same with Pakistan. Same with India. Southeast Asia is going to become a hotbed for innovation and military development over the next decade, as their power structure is aligned. We'll see where it goes. But I found this to be an interesting story. If you liked it, hit the like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Let them know that the Bangladeshis, they're not just interested in the JF-17. They're interested in the J-10. And they're interested in modernizing their entire fleet. We'll catch you next time. Thank you.